Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Colin Jones and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be covering probably one of my best trades of 2025. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like and subscribe button, it would help me out a ton. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, so hopping straight into the charts, we're going to start with our OHLC stat map. Now for those of you who don't know, I use this indicator, the OHLC stat map, to automate my daily bias, and it works very, very well. Taking a look at these manipulation levels, I'm going to want to see one of these get hit first in order for me to target the opposite direction. If you'll notice here at 7 o'clock in the morning, we did end up hitting this daily manipulation level. So I'm going to use that to target lower. My bias being bearish because we are rejecting from this level. So if we bring this over to an hourly chart here on the NASDAQ, I'm going to zoom out a bit and show you the most obvious bearish fair value that we have here. And that is actually going to be this 1 hour inversion gap. So what I'm going to do is expect this hourly inversion to get tagged into, wait for SMT, and then a change in state of delivery back out to target lower. Now down on the 5 minute, this is about 30 minutes before market open. We will skip ahead to market open, which is right here. Now market opens and immediately starts trading towards this hourly inversion gap. What we end up doing is actually tagging into this gap, respecting consequent encroachment of that gap. And when we did so, we did in fact form SMT as well. So we have step 1 of the Trinity model, which is going to be a high time frame fair value gap. So now we need step 2, which is SMT. And if we come over here to our 4 hour chart, we made some pretty strong SMT here on the 4 hour between this high right here and this high right here. So as you can see, we have a lower high and a higher high. And if we go over to ES in the same spot, we had a higher high and a lower high, showing that smart money is going to be actively engaged in this area, more specifically engaged at this hourly inversion gap. So we have 2 out of the 3 steps. We have an hourly inversion gap that's being respected. We have SMT at the highs on our 4 hour time frame. So now we just need a change in state of delivery in the form of an inversion gap. If you'll notice here on the 5 minute chart, we have 2 bullish fair value gaps that we can look at. I'm just going to focus on the closest one right here. And since we do have a small volume imbalance between this candle's close and this candle's open, we're going to include that in the actual drawing. So what I'm expecting is for this to get inversed, us to be able to take an entry on our lower time frame and then target ideally a 2 or 3R, more than likely this 4 hour low. So down on the 1 minute chart now, you can see we have this 5 minute fair value gap. All I'm looking for is a close below that or to break the wicks that caused the gap. I had a stop order right about here below this wick because this is what caused the 1 minute that got inversed, which caused the 5 minute to form and get hopefully inversed from here. So we had a stop right around here. If we play this through, you'll notice we get tagged into this short right here. Now you could have waited for the close as well, which would have given you like 1 point of a difference. But either way, I got tagged in here. Stop goes above the protected SMT high because we do not want price to come back up there. And now we'll get out our standard deviation to find our targets. Finding our 2R-ish is right here. And if we look on the 4 hour chart, we have a nice 6 a.m. low target right here. So this is what the trade looks like so far. We have a high time frame 1 hour inversion gap. We have 4 hour SMT at the highs, and we have a 5 minute inversion gap to accept our price lower. My break even point is going to be at -1 right here. So once we tag this price right here, I will set this to break even and go completely risk free. Now, this is our first target. It's going to be a 2R. Ideally, I would want to see -2 get tagged. So let's see what happens here. We'll start playing this out. As you can see, we came down to our break-even price right here. This did get tagged. So at this point, we are break-even on this trade and I have no risk on the table. Here's where it gets tricky. This is a very, very strong area. It's going to take us a long time to get out of here, especially because we formed a 5 minute BPR at the highs here. This daily candle is going to want to reverse. It will take most, if not all day to do so though. Anticipating that, we are going to skip ahead to PM session. What ended up happening here was we actually accumulated between 1 and 1.5 standard deviations for about 3 hours, but we never came back up to our break-even point. So we're still targeting this 6 a.m. low and this 2 standard deviations. So if I go back down to the 1 minute now, 2 p.m. opened right here. We had a manipulation higher, and now we're starting to trade out of it. This is where all the volatility comes into play. All of this is low resistance liquidity. It needs to get taken. It's not by chance that after we formed this change in state of delivery, we accumulated. Why did we accumulate? Because after accumulation, we're going to have expansion. So if we see all this LRL, which is low resistance liquidity, we're expecting a fast push through these levels. Let's see what happens here. Bam. Within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1-minute candles, we jump about 80 points. In the process, we tag that first target and just barely miss that second target right here. My stop with the last runner is still going to be at break even. So we'll play this through. Majority came off at that 2R level, that 6 a.m. low rather. We play this through, we come back up, sweep that high, never touch break even. And then we finish out the day strong at that 3 p.m. power hour and come down, taking out our final target. This was a long trade. We entered at 9:45 and exited at 3:56. Basically holding this the entire day, but the conviction in the model is there. There's no reason that I would have held this otherwise. These standard deviation levels are hugely important. At 1, you go break even, no question. Once you're break even, you are waiting for your break even to get hit or your take profit to get hit. You don't do anything else. This is a huge issue for trailing drawdown traders. If you are trading prop firms with this model, make sure you are trading end of day drawdown accounts because you have the opportunity to miss out on an entire move just because your trailing drawdown got cut here. Keep all this in mind. We are allowed to return to our entry before -1 gets hit. After -1, we should not be returning to our entry, which as you can see was respected. So yeah, overall banger of a day. This ended up being about a 2.6R and I did actually have an extra target down here, but I'm not going to share that sauce with you guys because that is only for my premium members. And as you can see, after we tagged that stat map manipulation level, it was all downhill from there. If you guys want to use this stat map in your daily trading like I do, all you have to do is click the link in the description and you can use code Colin for 20% off. I hope you guys appreciated this breakdown video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below and I will get back to them. And if you have any video ideas that I should post in the future, let me know in the comments as well. I am offering a 7-day free trial to join me in my live trading every single day. If you want access to that, all you have to do is click that link in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.